Hello, welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment and the boxing capital of the world. Well, this past weekend we had a great fight. Terrence Crawford against Earl Spence. Good fight. A lot of fans thought a lot of things were going to happen in that fight. A lot of fans felt that Spence was going to win. We got somebody online, former two-time world champion, Tony the Tiger Lopez. Welcome to the show, Tony.
Thank you. It's
Hi,
three
hi.
times.
3 times. Okay, all right. 3 times. My mistake. I can only
I
count.
remember almost. I remember almost every punch.
Good, good, good. So tell me, Tony, what are you doing these days?
Plumbing.
Plumbing.
I used to do Bell, and but I'm in California, so they're trying to get rid of it, and they're doing a really good job. So there's nothing left of that. So now I'm just doing. I do plumbing.
Good plumbing. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good,
Started
good.
plumbing like about maybe 5-6 years ago.
Oh, good, 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 good. Let me ask a question, Tony. Let's talk a little bit about your career now in boxing. You started boxing back in the '80s. Is that correct?
Well, I turned pro in the '80s.
Turned
I
pro
started
in
boxing in '73.
'73. Okay. So tell us a little bit
Yeah, I was
about.
10 years old.
Tell us a little bit about your background. How when you got started, and what made you turn pro?
My background's simple. My dad did it. My brother did it. I kind of like inherited it. So, but I was always fighting anyways. So, I was actually on the street corner when my brother was going to the gym with his trainer. He asked me if I wanted to fight. I said sure. He said jump in the car. Jumped in the car and never stopped going.
So
I
you
was hooked.
so you turned pro in 1983.
Yeah, and I turned pro in '83, and then I had like, I think when you have a lot of amateur fights as an amateur,
Yeah.
you're pretty much a pro at 3 rounds. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So my turned pro in '83, but I already had over 100 amateur fights. So,
Yeah.
but I never really did anything because back then we didn't do like the stuff they did today. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. But now you were in when you turned pro. Now you up in Sacramento. Is that correct?
Yes, born and raised.
Okay, that's where you started fighting professionally in Sacramento.
Yes, sir.
Did you fight in Mexico at all?
One time I fought Chavez in Mexico.
For who?
Chavez
Who is it? What part of Mexico you fought? Who is it? Chavez? Where?
in Monterrey.
Monterrey, Mexico. Was that the bull ring?
Uh, maybe I think it was because I only seen it at night, so maybe it was. It wasn't an auditorium, that's for sure. And there was 80,000 plus people.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was more people there than I've ever seen in my life, really.
Well, I did Chavez in Haugen. There's 136,000 fans in Mexico City, but 80,000 at Monterrey. Yeah, that was at the Bull the Plaza. So they had a big bull ring arena there. Yeah, they hold
Oh, is that
80,000
right?
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fought there one time. I knocked out a guy there in 2 rounds. Gaspar Ortega, my mentor, Gaspar Indian Ortega from Tijuana. He's the one that turned me into boxing. And he fought a guy named Alvaro Gutierrez. Alvaro Gutierrez was the welterweight national champion. And Gaspar Ortega, him fought a 12-round draw there. But it was a great experience for you fighting Julio Cesar Chavez. Now, what happened with Chavez in that fight? I know you gave him a tough fight. What happened in that fight? Walk us through that fight.
You know what? That's probably the most disappointing fight of my career. I didn't get what I went to do. And it's my fault. I don't blame anybody but myself. I ran my mouth too much, and by meaning that, as soon as I landed, they said, "What's going to happen? What are you because I speak Spanish, so we're talking in Spanish. They're saying, "Hey, what's going to happen on fight night? What are you going to do? Blah blah blah." I'm going, "Hey, dude, you know what? I'm gonna box for 10 rounds. I'm gonna knock him out in the last 2. Last 2 rounds are championship rounds. It's time to fight. He's getting knocked out." I said that all the way through. I was there for 2 months training. And then I said that for the whole 2 months I was there, 2 or 3 days before the fight, me and Chavez were on TV. He was talking smack and, just saying what he says. And then I just said, like I've been saying, I'm going to box for 10 rounds. I'm going to knock him out the last 2. Well, that'll teach me. I get down there. I get hit after the bell in the second round. It was a late punch, but big deal. Who cares? And it gave me a little small cut over my left eye. And then it never got any worse. It took at the end of the fight. It took 2 stitches to close it. That's how small it was.
Okay.
So and then in the 10th round, dude, I promise you, I was fresh as a daisy. I was excited. I was ready. I was ready to let loose that next round. And then the referee calls me, and he says, come here. And I go, I'm thinking, for what? What are you doing? He takes me. Cut. I go to the referee, takes me by my arm, rocks me to the doctor. Doctor never gets on the ring. Never stands. Well, he stands up on the floor. And then he stands up. I'm looking down to him. He's looking up, and he goes, "Oh, no, 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 ya se acabó, ya se acabó." And I'm going, "Come on!" And so I'm telling him in Spanish. He's telling me, "No, it's over, it's over." And I'm going, "Okay." I go, "Let me finish this round. If I don't knock him out this round, you can take it from me. I won't ever say a word." And he goes, "No, no, 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 ya se acabó, ya se acabó," which means basically, "No, no, 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 it's over, it's over." And then once they call it, there's no use of crying about it or doing anything like that. So I didn't cry about it. Just, okay, well, whatever. As long as my check cashes, I guess, right?
So he was stopping
So
it. Was he stopping it because of the cut or because he thought you were taking too many punches?
no, I never got hit. Shit, he didn't do anything. I walked out like I walked in. You know, and the stuff that he hit me with, honestly, you're going to get hit. So, but honestly, I think I was so hyped up I was so ready to get hit really hard that I never got it. I don't think I didn't think he hit hard at all. I've been hit a lot harder than that. And it was nothing there. And then, but see, here's the kicker. Here's what a lot of people don't know, and I'll tell you right now. After the fight, my doctor says, my doctor Barad, he's from SAC. He's Dr. Barad. He went us to Mexico, and he goes after the fight was called. He went to the dressing room to get the stitches ready, right? So he goes to the dressing room, get the stitches ready, and then he's getting the stitches ready. Chavez talks first. He goes back to the dressing room first, and then it's my turn to talk. So while I'm talking, he's going back to the dressing room, and he goes back to the dressing room. They're looking for a doctor. My doctor keeps hearing doctor, doctor. So they're looking for a doctor. They call him. They come out to him, and he has 2 broken ribs. So my doctor checked him out. He said, "Man, he didn't stop that front. They didn't stop it for your eye. They stopped it because he had 2 bad ribs." He goes, "Man, he had 2 broken ribs." And I go, "Seriously?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Man," "They called me. I went over. I checked him out." He goes, "We went to the hospital after that." I told him take him to the hospital. And they left, and that's what really happened. I mean, I just didn't get to do what I got to do. I didn't get to finish that 11th and 12th round. Now watch this. If I would have got knocked out, okay, so be it. But I got knocked out fighting. I'm never going to get knocked out running.
Okay. And,
I don't run.
and those 10 first rounds, who do you think was winning the fight up to that moment?
Honestly, as a fighter, you really don't know. I know if I was losing, I wasn't losing by much. If anything, I'm in Mexico. So, okay, I'm in Mexico. So I'm not even going to say if I was winning. So if it's even, which I doubt it was, we're in Mexico. I was still losing. So it doesn't really matter. If I was, I didn't care. I wasn't going to let him walk away with it. So I know he wasn't walking away with it. That I know. It wasn't no 6, 7, 8 rounds that he was winning. That didn't happen. If he was up by 2 or 3 points, okay, big deal. I can see that. But he wasn't running away with it.
Was that the only time you been stopped in your career?
No, I've been stopped on cuts before. I don't think I've never been knocked out and stopped. I mostly stopped on, I think, just cuts. I think so.
So you had a record of 50 and 8, and you had 34 big knockouts. So you were a pretty decent puncher.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think it was that. I think it was more of I can take a lot of punishment, and in doing so, it tires people out. I made a miss a lot. I can still say my ABCs, and I had, a lot of fights. So, I had 15 world title fights. I can still say ABC.
Yeah,
so, in saying that, I made a miss, of course, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think I got beat up more in sparring than I did in fights. You know what I mean?
So who was your first fighter that you won for the title? Your first title, who was that? When you became
that was Rocky Lockridge.
You beat Rocky Lockridge. You stopped him or a decision?
Decision.
Decision. That was in Sacramento, right?
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
I believe that was called the fight of the year. I think that was really a good fight. I understand.
Yeah, it was. And I do remember that fight almost every round. I almost remember every punch. But he was tough. He was there to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what gave me the edge is I was younger, I was hungry. And I wanted it. And my attitude was, I'll stop fighting when I stop breathing. That's been my whole attitude throughout all my fights.
Well, now, who was your second title fight? When you
Uh,
when you won your second title?
Joy Gamache. No, no,
Joey
no, no,
Camacho.
no. That's a lie. That's a lie. John Molina.
John Molina was your second title fight.
Yes, sir.
Your second, and that was a junior welterweight championship fight.
No, that was that was the second IBF title I won as a junior lightweight.
A junior lightweight.
Because I had lost it, and then I went back and won it back. I
Okay.
lost it from John Molina.
Okay, so that was super featherweight, 130 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So I mean, you had a couple of some decent fights in your career, and which do you think was your best fight ever?
Which was my best fight ever? I don't know. I had a couple of them that I kind of thought were pretty good. The Lockridge fight was really good. Any of the Molina fights were really good, except the second one I got jacked up. So that's no good in my book. No, but the third one was really good. The third Molina fight was really good. I thought the Joey Gamache fight for the WBA title was really good at 135. And then they're all pretty good. I don't think I was ever in a bad fight.
I think getting into
But
the
that's
ring.
just me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I know you were a fighter. You were born to be a fighter.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I liked it. I didn't mind punching people, and I didn't mind getting hit. I didn't mind getting hit hard as long as I can hit you back.
Yeah, but you came out pretty good because to this day you are 60 years young now, right?
Yeah, I'll be 61 in February. I'm getting
February.
old.
No, you still look good. You still look good. You kept yourself in good shape. You seem to be
Yeah, I still work out every day.
mentally
or I try to
sharp.
every day.
You're still mentally sharp.
Yeah. I can still say ABCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm good.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Now, what do you think about boxing today compared to the days when you were fighting?
Well, if you had asked me that question before the last, who was it that fought? Oh my God, I can't remember. Yeah, okay, that's the one bad thing that boxing's done. I got a really bad short memory. The Crawford. Okay, Crawford and
Errol Spence.
who just fought Crawford and
Errol Spence.
what's his name?
Errol Spence.
Yeah, Spencer Crawford. Okay, watch. Honestly, I don't really watch boxing anymore because it's gone to the crapper. It ain't worth. It ain't no good anymore. It's people fighting people that they want to fight. They don't want to fight this guy. They don't want to fight that guy. They fight this guy, but not that guy. Come on, man.
Do you
Back
think-
in my day, you fought whoever was there.
So see, it's more like a business today, you think?
Yeah, it's more about making money, as much money as they can, in as short amount of time as they can, fighting nobodies or people that they can beat. You know what I mean?
And you will fight whoever. You will fight for the title, and 3 months later you're fighting again for another title.
Yeah, and you're fighting all number 1 contenders. That's the next guy in line. Let's do it.
Yeah. And so you think boxing today is not as good as it was back in the days when you were fighting because not because of the competition, but because of the business part of it. I mean, there's not that much interest. You would say?
Yeah, yeah, I would say that. It's more about money now than it is about winning fights. Back in the day, you fought to win fights, and I mean they do today, but they're getting paid either way. Back in my day, you had to win fights to get paid more money. You want to make more money? Win fights, and that's what it's about. Now it's about now it's just here's all the money, just fight. No, how about here's all the money, win fight, we make a lot more. You know what I mean? But that concept's kind of gone about the way.
Yeah,
so
well,
I don't know.
Yeah, these days, the fighters today, they have a lot of more of a fan base because social media. They have so many followers like Ryan Garcia, and Terry Crawford, and and a lot of these fighters have a lot of big, like Oscar De La Hoya, Big Well, they have a lot of following. So pay-per-views are big. There's a lot of money involved. I mean, we hear fighters that are making 10, 20, 30 million dollars a fight. You say to yourself, wow, compared to the days where you were fighting, it was not that kind of money. But then again, social media wasn't around as big as it is today. You got a bigger following today.
I think well, I don't think, but my first title fight, which was a lot of money to me back then, was $30,000. That was my first title fight with the Lockridge.
Yeah.
And then I think my second one was 150. My average fight was 500. When I made the most with Don King, maybe he paid me 750. I fought for him 5 times. So for those days, it was good. You know what I mean? But that's because you had to win fights to get paid.
Well, I mean, when Muhammad Ali was fighting, he was a big person for him was like $5 million, right? 5, 6, 7 million. That was a big fight back in those days, back in the 60s.
And what's so crazy is it seems like you have to be a TV favorite or I don't know, a favorite of somebody's to get the good fights or to make all that money. I don't care. I did okay. I'm not mad. That's for sure.
Well, you came out pretty healthy. You're pretty sharp. You got it all, and you got a good family, and your beautiful wife Kathy that I've known for many years, and you still play pretty good golf. Are you still a good golfer or what?
Well, you know what? I tell you what. Right now, I don't have a handicap, so any of you guys out there think you guys want to play some golf, hit me up. I play for $100 a hole. If you want to up it, we can do that. 18 holes minimum. So whatever you guys want to do.
We got to call your friend Chris Eaton up. You think Chris Eaton will set that up, huh?
Yeah, no, yes, Chris won't do that. I scare Chris.
Chris, good guy. We know Chris for many years. We all put all the celebrity golf tournaments together. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, he did some really good ones.
We had a lot of fun with those celebrity golf tournaments.
Yeah, those were fun.
I'm not a golfer. I'm not a golfer, but I used to watch. I love being around you guys with all the celebrities, all the big time guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's why I do it. I do it. It does 2 things. It helps raise money for kids, and it's fun. You know, for a while there, before the pandemic happened, they used to fly me all over the United States doing that. It was fun. I mean, during my, I don't know. I'm saying from April to like maybe September, October. You're flying all over the United States playing golf. It was fun. You know?
Yeah. No, Chris Eaton will set that up. And he'll call me up every so often. Joe, come on out. We want you at this tournament with us. He wanted some name individuals. I was not a champion, but they knew me as a referee. But they had you. They had a lot of famous baseball players, football players. And they were just amazing. We had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was just a big party. And you're partying with a bunch of celebrities that, you watch baseball and you go, oh man, that's so and so. Oh man, that's so and so. Or you watching movies and you go, oh, that's so and so. And I had to talk to him. He's a good dude. It was fun. It's good camaraderie. Is that what it's called? Camaraderie?
Yeah. But the main thing was that we were able to raise a lot of money for these youngsters out there. We were able to raise a lot of funds for the kids. These kids raised a lot of for the boxing gyms and for baseball, for basketball. We used to help out for different groups out there. And Chris Eaton, would set that up. I remember he had Battle of the Badges, and he would have me come out and referee in California. The Battle of the Badges, remember? He would have the firemen with the policemen and different Battle of the Badges. It was just a lot of fun watching these amateur fighters. And they raised a lot of money for the kids.
Yeah, it did. It raised a ton of money.
Yeah.
That it did.
Yeah, right.
And that's why you do it.
Yeah.
It's always a party, but you're doing it for the kids.
That's right. So what do you see on the horizon in boxing? How do you see boxing coming up?
I got a couple fighters. Other than that, I really don't see a whole lot. I just started watching it again because of the Earl Spence fight. And I watched that because there was nothing else on TV, and everybody was talking about it. So I thought, okay, I'll watch the fight. But I didn't think it was going to be half as good as it was. One guy that got destroyed, the other guy was talking smack. I mean, oh my God, it was awesome. You know?
How about the heavyweight? I know you don't follow boxing that much, but how do you see the middleweight division and the heavyweight division? How do you see those divisions?
Well, you know what? Honestly, watch. Here's how I judged everything. 'Cause I mean, I follow it, but I really don't follow it that much anymore. So watch this. Ask me who the heavyweight champion is.
Right.
I don't know.
Nobody knows,
I
right?
don't know. I know it ain't Mike Tyson. That's the
No.
last heavyweight champion, or the other guy. I forgot his name too. But maybe 2 champions after that, and I have no clue who they are.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, a couple of guys that were out there. Then you have Tyson.
Those are the guys I remember.
You have Tyson Fury now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tyson. Okay, the Tyson Fury stuff, man. I don't like his fighting. I don't think he can fight. I really don't. You know, and people have their own judgments. I mean, I went to go watch one of his fights when Tyson Fury fought. Who was the other guy?
Anthony Joshua.
Wilder. Oh my God. Neither one of them can fight.
Deontay Wilder. He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, I went down to Reno and watched the fight on big screen. These people are cheering and blowing, and I'm going, oh my God, neither one can even throw a punch. What were they screaming for? I mean, it was disgusting. To me, I was disgusted. It was like, you know, I don't care because I call it as I see it. You know.
Yeah. How about when Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua for the heavyweight title?
Well, you know what? Ruiz can punch a little bit. So you got to be careful with punchers, man. You know, you do. You know, they were still, you know, watch this. I'm from the era of Mike Tyson. It wasn't a Mike Tyson fight. I don't care who you are. Mike Tyson will get you. Mike Tyson's the guy that gets you home early, on time, pay the pay-per-view, and sit down with your buddies and watch the fight. That's what Mike Tyson did.
Yeah.
Now, I'm from that era. That's the era I like. You know what I mean? Everybody after that is like, eh.
Okay, how about the middleweight division like Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Iran Barkley?
Okay, you're talking about the great ones. Now you have, well, he was there for a minute, was Canelo. And watch, a lot of people don't like Canelo or don't think he can really fight. I think that fool can fight a little bit. You know, watch, he fought, I don't remember who it was, but he was 30-something to 0 or 20-something to 0. He fought a guy that was about the same as him, about the same knockouts. And I thought, man.
Triple G? Is that Triple
Who?
G? Triple G?
No, it wasn't Triple G. It was an African guy. He fought an African guy, not from South Africa, a black guy. He fought a black guy. He had a really good record.
Yeah.
Man, who was it? I can't think of his name. And that's what happens when you box too much.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, this is going to be a fight that's going to say is if Canelo can fight, because this guy hits just as hard as Canelo. What's he going to do? I watched the fight. Canelo first round, he went right out there. He went to work, and I went, oh my God, okay. And then he knocked him out. I think Canelo knocked him out in the 6th or 7th round. I'm not sure. And I thought, okay, to me, that's the day that Canelo, to me, became a champion. You know what I mean? In boxing.
Yeah, how about
I thought he was that good.
How about Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, those guys, welterweight division?
See, you're talking about great fighters, though. See, they're all great fighters. Everyone that you mentioned is a great fighter. I mean, but that's a different era, though.
Yeah.
You're talking 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Some of them, you know, those are great fighters.
Okay, what do you think about Ryan Garcia these days, and Javante Davis,
Well,
Devin Haney?
Davis,
Devin Haney. He's a young fighter coming up now.
Haney, I heard a lot about Haney. I haven't really watched him fight that much. You know, if I gotta see him. No, just because you see one fight doesn't mean you know a fighter. Hey, dude, everybody has a good day. Everybody has a bad day. And some days are just okay. So you got to watch him like 2, 3, 4, 5 times before you can actually say, okay, hey, that guy's gonna be pretty good, or he's not. You know, or for your style anyway. You know what I mean? You're not really calling it because he's no good or something like that, but you know, because you never know, he could be good. You know.
Now, you have any fighters you're training? Any amateur kids you're involved with?
Yeah, I got 3 people that I'm training right now. I don't train a lot of people because I don't want to. And right now I got one that's going to fight on Sunday, right here in Sacramento, and then I expect him to knock the guy out. I don't care who he's fighting, but I expect him to knock him out. And then, because the kid hits 170 pounds, he hits like he's a heavyweight. This guy hits hard. He hits so hard, I hate holding the mitts for him. That's how hard he hits.
And what's his name?
Eli. I knew you were going to ask me that. Don't. His name is Eli. Don't ask me his last name.
Okay.
And watch this. Watch this. He's a guy. He looks like he's in shape. He came into the gym looking like he was in shape. He had boxed before, years before. He came back, and I've been training for like about maybe 8 months, 9 months. And then, so this is going to be his first fight with me this Sunday. And then, because I make sure they know what they're doing. He spars with guys with a lot of amateur fights. And most of the time he does. Most of the time, not every time, but most of the time, 99.9% of the time, he does very well. So I decided to give him the fight this weekend because there's going to be some in Sacramento. So I got him to fight on Sunday.
So he's a good puncher, or a good boxer, or both.
He's like a boxer puncher. You know, he likes to box. You know, but he bangs, man, and he don't. Everybody gets hit. I mean, his defense could be better. And that's what I was really waiting for it to get a little bit better because we work on it. But, you know, some people just don't want to move their head that much, you know?
Is he young?
I move my head everywhere.
How old is Eli?
He is old. He's 28 or 29.
Yeah. You recommend fighters start a little earlier in the career when they're 18,
Oh,
19,
yeah.
20?
No, yeah. And I started training him just to help him out.
Yeah.
This fight just happened to come along, and it's the right time, so I thought, okay, let's do it. You know, so that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Or else he'd be way too old for me. You know what I mean?
No.
But you know, he needed help, and he asked me if I had help, so I helped him.
Now, Terrence Crawford is 35 years old, and Earl Spence was 33.
And that's what happens when you're 33 and 35. I know, but I mean, you know what? I was 36. I couldn't do it anymore. That was it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't fooling myself. I wasn't going to say, oh, I had a bad day. You know, and it could have been a bad day. But, you know, I was 36 years old, and I thought, oh, okay, I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah. Did your wife have anything to do with you retiring from boxing? Were you told?
Oh, no. I didn't even know her yet. I didn't know her until after I retired.
Okay, so you retired, and you retired on your own will. You said to yourself, this is it. I didn't do too good the last couple of fights. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you know, well, when I made my comeback, I told myself if I can't win my fights to a next world title, if I lose one, I'm quitting. Because if I can't beat him, how in the hell am I going to be a champion? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and although I thought that fight was kind of whatever, you know, I had to keep true to myself. I lost. I'm out.
Yeah. Now the fight with Rocky Lockridge, that was a big one.
Yeah, you know, Rocky was a good dude, and he was all right. I liked him. Very nice man.
Yeah.
Other champions should have modeled themselves after him.
Did you and Chavez become friends after you retired from boxing?
I haven't talked to him since. Well, no. One time I seen him in Vegas. I went to Vegas, and they had a big old boxing thing there, and then I went there for some boxing stuff, and he was there. And I talked to him, but he looked at me like, I asked him in Spanish, I go, you don't remember me? He goes, no. He had no clue who I was.
Yeah, so you want to ask him for a rematch, huh?
Hey, he's doing all that sparring boxing now. Tell him to spar. I'm ready. I'll spar him. You know, that would be the only one I'd ever come out of retirement for. He'd be the only person.
An exhibition, eh?
Yeah, do an exhibition.
Do an exhibition.
All day long.
Well, we can book that up in Sacramento. You still got a big following in Sacramento. Let's book it up.
Oh yeah.
Julio Chavez versus Tony the Tiger Lopez, the rematch.
Yes, sir. Right here in Sac.
Right there, Sacramento. You do it.
I went in his backyard. Now he can come to mine.
There you go. All right, you calling him out now? Eh?
Yeah, I'm calling him out. Chavez, let's go. Vámonos. Get us on an exhibition. Hacemos.
Again, if it gets real serious, we go at it, right?
Yeah, you know how exhibitions are. They always do that. You know, they always starts as a sparring match, like in sparring. Name a sparring time that you went to another gym to spar, and it didn't become a fight. They
Well,
always
you-
become fights.
Well, you heard it there, fans. Tony Tiger Lopez calling out Julio Cesar Chavez for the rematch in Sacramento. He wasn't satisfied with the first fight. Tony Tiger Lopez was the rematch. You heard that, Julio? The
Aquí estoy.
Yeah, he said, aquí estoy. He says, I'm here. Okay, fans, thank you so much. Tony, thanks a lot. Keep your guards up at all time. Protect yourselves at all time. God bless. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch them up.